Welcome back to Andrew Says on Rebel News. Depending on who you ask, Donald Trump either has record-setting black support or he's the most racist figure the country has ever seen. So how much do black voters really support Donald Trump? Since 1960, the most black support for any Republican candidate for president was 15% for George W. Bush in 2004, if you can believe it. He garnered 8% of the black vote in 2000 and 11% of the vote in 2004. Mitt Romney and John McCain, on the other hand, scored record lows. This was before Trump won with 8% of the black vote in 2016. Now, it's become a modern trope to say that 15% or more of the black vote guarantees a Republican victory. So if Trump won with 8%, will an increase assure his victory in 2020? Now, as you can imagine, the polls have been all over the place on this. In November, Gallup had Trump at 10% of the vote. By December, Emerson had Trump's black support at a whopping 35%, which is completely unheard of. Even if those numbers are to average out, Trump would likely be in for a huge victory. Things were looking good, said pundits, until the death of George Floyd, which, according to Pew, plummeted Trump's support from registered black voters all the way down to single digits. Just 7% said they would lean towards or would actually vote for Trump in November. If we're assuming the real number is somewhere in between these, Trump does seem to be doing better with the black voters than he was in 2016. Even CNN says this now. According to CNN, Joe Biden holds a 75-point margin over Trump in the black vote. Hillary Clinton at the time led Trump by 79 points in the pre-election polls. I don't think I have to tell you how that one worked out for Hillary Clinton, though. In 2020, however, to leave out all the prominent black voices that are vocal Trump supporters would be disingenuous. Some of them you probably know, like Candace Owens, who recently had 100 million views on a video. But commentators like the Hodge twins or Kingface are just some of the many social media personalities with large followings you may not have heard of. They are outspoken in their support of the president. On the other side, most point towards issues like illegal voting or mail-in voting as the biggest threats to Trump's loss. Are new voters going to come out in droves to drive Trump out of office, or will young voters have a low turnout as they have historically? At the very least, it seems Trump will have similar, if not better, support from black voters in 2020 due to some of his initiatives. The First Step Act, record low black unemployment rates, opportunity zones, and even record-setting funding for historically black colleges. Now, each of these are conversations in their own right, but they are actual pieces of past legislation that is made in support of black citizens. Will these turn the tables? Only time will tell. His reaction to the riots and the coronavirus pandemic are things that most say are likely to hurt his re-election chances, and they very well could. But if Trump can get anywhere even close, maybe just a third of the way to the 35% marker once attributed to him, then it is very likely that he wins again in 2020. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get all your favorite Andrew videos, and go to rebelnewsstore.com. We've got new products coming out almost every day.